Fuck the police in America!
Start terrorist organisation. Do not resist arrest.
Why is he getting arrested?
If you want to just put him on the other side of the road away from this crowd.
Hello, mate.
Once he gets down, they just need to double lock.
What's he done? What are you being arrested for?
What's he arrested for?
What's it?
You need that.
No, it's being taken away.
I'm not here to annoy.
Shame on you! Shame on you!
Protesters now continue now.
Make sure they've got the front.
Yeah, soothed.
So basically, guys, this guy in the bag.
What's the front?
I get my helmet on my head.
No.
Oh, I don't know. PSG here. Well, there we go. No, I'm not getting out.
We'll take a step back. Can you get your friend away?
Don't touch it.
Okay, we'll take a step back.
Don't touch it.
We'll take a step back.
Don't touch it.
Back.
Because you didn't promote any Zionism, you didn't promote any genocide. But
I'm not a pussy.
it's good to differentiate.
That's my mammy. What do you say? Unfortunately, I don't speak in the same northern backwards tongue as you do. I have a mum, and right now she's at home.
Oh, really?
Okay. I have a mother at home as well. I've got two. I've got a grandmother at home as well. Yeah.
How many people
We should all embrace our mothers.
Alhamdulillah, that's a good message.
The political law says that I must
Really?
my family.
2, 3.
You're a sellout. You're a sellout.
How many people died in October?
Yes, exactly.
Hey, I'm not the one who is
Most of them, civilians, were killed by the IDF. Yeah, to start with.
Did you?
How many people has died? Palestinians have died since October 7th?
No, not died.
Today?
Have been killed.
Have been murdered, yes. How many?
Slaughtered. I don't know.
This is why journalism is important, so that we can do our research and report the facts. At least minimum, this is the minimum. There's been at least around 67,000 innocent civilians that's been murdered since October the 7th. So what about their lives? Do we not have the right to mourn their lives, to protest for them?
I think that every life is equal.
Is there anything more important than that at the moment?
I think that every life is equal. I do think that obviously there's pro-Palestinian protests. Is it every weekend?
If every life is equal, why is that? Why didn't the Prime Minister do what he does to, for example, the Jewish community and hold good meetings with the victims?
To be fair, I think the one common ground that we all have is that none of us like Keir Starmer.
No one likes the government, the fake establishment. Obviously, they're against us. It's a rigged system. Let's start with that. It's a flawed system. Yeah, it's against us. It's harmed us. It doesn't serve any of us, and it tries to divide us. And it's using Zionism as a tool to divide between great communities. And that's the problem with Zionism. It's a divisive and disgusting ideology. It really needs to be wiped out. It's a real terrorist ideology, and it's come now at a cost where hundreds of thousands of Palestinians have died in the last 67 years.
Okay. And then just to clarify something that I heard earlier, this was not this group. I just want to clarify, this was not this group. We've just come from Downing Street where there was another protest going on, and I heard a lady now. I got it on camera as well, so I'm not making this up. I heard a lady say that she supports Hamas, and she asked the question, why wouldn't I?
If we live in a free country, if we do live in a free country, then people should be able to say that. But because we don't, then we're limited in what we can support. I think that's a bigger issue than what parties we support. I mean, Hamas was elected in Palestine to start with, if we believe in democracy. So technically, if we do believe in democracy, then, there's that point. But no one cares about rights and freedoms for Palestinians. It doesn't matter for anyone. We're not treated as humans. We are actually slaughtered on a daily basis, and no one cares. No one stopped it. Not a single day. And the only people that are fighting this terrorist state, no one can stand up to Israel. Not Keir Starmer, no one, because they are above the law. They're the masters of this world. You know, they rule the world. You can see that even if Keir Starmer had a heart and is against the genocide, he can't go against it. You know, and you see the other day the Board of Deputies, the Jews coming out announcing, he just listens to their orders. They control him. Zionism controls this country. So when we say free Palestine from Zionism, we also mean free Palestine, but also free the whole world from Zionism. Because it is really killing and destroying us. And it's the root cause of anti-Semitism. We have a lot of Jews with us all the time. Orthodox, liberal, secular, you name it. Everyone's there for free Palestine from the river to the sea. They don't even say a two-state. They know at this point that the Zionist state is a illegitimate ideology. It doesn't belong in Palestine. Where I'm from Palestine. And the other thing I'm sure we can agree on is the suppression, the freedoms, the Keir Starmer laws and Rishi Sunak, you know, even the PA stuff, and I don't even get into that. But it's ridiculous, you know.
Yeah. The Shavana Mahmood's new policy about the reoccurring protests, they're now allowed to be banned.
They can try what they want. They can try what they want. The point is that the country's not a free country anymore. They can do that. It doesn't have to be for Palestinians. I mean, if you're not on the side, maybe it doesn't relate to you. But if you're on the other, you know, one day they might do it to you guys.
No, yeah, I've covered multiple protests on both sides, and I can say that I've witnessed a similar sort of treatment from the police. You know, I hear people on this side saying two-tier justice. I also hear people on the other side saying two-tier justice. So maybe if people were to come to more of a middle ground, we would actually be able to see that it is the establishment versus the people.
Yeah.
Maybe it isn't two-tier justice as in left and right, Palestine, Israel, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
It's two-tier justice against elite and commoner, as they would view it. Because at the end of the day, I don't think. I'll admit, I've only recently very recently started covering the Palestine-Israel thing, because I've tried to stay away from it simply because I think it's a game of division.
Yeah.
I think that at the end of the day, whatever your political views are, I went to Trafalgar Square on Sunday. I saw a bunch of elderly people getting arrested. I don't think they're a threat to me or my country. I think that people committing vandalism and things like that, that's a threat. But there's people on both sides that do that. So.
Well, that's the thing. We as a movement, for the last 2 years at least, and this is like fact check, there's been, despite all the anger and the rage, and many hundreds of thousands of people here, in fact the majority of this country now is in Palestine, we still today have not had a single riot. This is police words, not mine. But for example, they still want to ban it. There's no violence, there's no real riots, but they still want to ban it because, again, the Board of Deputies and Zionists control them.
But is this, are we discussing Palestine Action?
No, this is separate to Palestine Action. Palestine Action is a group. This is not. It's nothing to do with the Palestine movement is huge. The Palestine Action is.
When you said banned, I thought you were on about the fact that Palestine Action was prescribed.
Yeah, they try and get grounds to justify banning the protests because the Zionists don't want us to protest anymore. They've had enough. They can't see us being out there on the streets exposing their lives. And so therefore, they'll bring this Public Order Act 2023 and use conditions, section 12 and 14, and arrest us for that. They don't even charge us. They know it's all BS, but you know, they just use it as a tactic, intimidation. And the worst thing about it, and this is where our fundamental rights is also taken further away, is when you get arrested, the moment you're released, you're on bail conditions for about 3 to 6 months. What's the bail conditions? You're not allowed to be in Westminster. Why? It's the only area where protests really happen. So you're taking fundamental rights. My bail condition one is I'm not allowed to protest in England and Wales entirely. I sued them. I won. Obviously, it was inhumane. But that's the thing. It's a process. You have to be able to afford it and fight it. You know what I mean? It's a big thing. What they're doing to us is they're silencing us in different ways. And they use sometimes Zionist journalists like her to dox us and try and get us arrested. Like this person. He was holding a magazine that says I support Palestine Action. It was just a magazine. Yeah, it said where people were getting arrested for holding this placard, and he got arrested for that. I've got the footage. This is democracy 2025. How can we ever?
Can I have your attention, please?
How can we ever have that?
My name's Superintendent Bailden.
Look, listen to this. This is another example. Listen to
You've been
this. This is
identified
another
as part of a protest group that's caused serious disorder earlier on today, and also inside King's Cross. I'm now putting conditions in under Section 14 of the Public Order Act that this assembly is to stop now. My officers will now come forward and speak to you, and I would like to request that you please leave.
We're leaving. We're having a nice chat until we try to take our rights again.
Thank you.
No, thank you actually for reporting.
You need to leave now. Come on, you need to leave now.
We're going.
Let's go. Come on. All the way out of this area.
I appreciate you coming. You spent a bit of time. We'd appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, have a good night.